Robert, Brandon Rios, of course, everybody wants to know what's next for him. They were talking about Brook. Now they're talking about different fighters. I mean, what would you guys want next?
Well, you know, we had the word was Brook, and they were already working on a day. They were already working on you know, HBO was working on it, and then Brook decides to fight somebody else May 30th. You know, they were talking about fighting in June. You know, as soon as June, and we were ready. Brook called out Brandon Rios.
Yeah.
So you know, you call somebody out, and then you don't fight none of those fighters that you're calling out. You fight somebody that nobody even cares about. Well, then that was done. There's nothing we could do. So then we went after Timothy Bradley. We knew Timothy Bradley was looking for an opponent. Had a date already in June. So Brandon wanted to fight in June. Bob Arum promised Brandon that he would fight in June, and so we're like, there's nothing else besides Bradley. So we're after Bradley. Bradley decides to fight Jesse Vargas. So now that leaves Brandon without a date, without an opponent, without anything. We don't know what's going to happen with Brandon right now.
How frustrating is that, Robert? I mean,
very frustrating, especially when you know Brandon is
itching, right?
He wants to get back in the ring. He needs to get back in the ring. You know, can't hold Brandon, too long without fighting. Brandon needs to fight. And Bob Arum promised him a fight in June. You know, he promised him. So I think, okay, we'll say, okay, June can't happen. Let's do something in July. But we can't wait till September, October, because I'm sure they want to work something out with maybe Bradley or Vargas, or maybe even Provonic or Matisse. But those guys can't fight for another 6 months because they took a beating. Brook might say, okay, now I want to fight Brandon, but it won't be till September or October. Brandon needs to fight before that, and that's what needs to happen. But at the end of the day, Bob Arum is one that calls the shots.
And Robert, big fight this weekend, Saul Canelo versus James Kirkland. How do you break it down? People think it is an easy fight. I think it's going to be a tougher fight. What do you think?
I think it's a good fight. I think it could be easy if Canelo catches him quick and fights very smart and lands a good punch the first 2 or 3 rounds. It could end. But Kirkland is tough. He's a street boy. He doesn't care if he gets hit. He's gonna keep coming and do us. The fight will be good as long as it lasts. It could be 2 or 3 rounds. It could go the distance. But the fight's gonna be good because Kirkland is very tough. He doesn't care. He hits very hard. So it's gonna be an interesting fight. But I say Canelo wins.
Do you think with Ed Wolf not there, does that make a big difference, Robert? Like it's like if you weren't in Brandon's corner.
It has before. The fights that he hasn't looked too good is when Ann Wolf is not there. When she's there is when he kind of comes in and does something different. I have no idea why he doesn't have her. I don't know. I don't even know who's training him anymore. But I think she should have been there.
Yeah. Last question, Robert. Where does Floyd go from here? Where does Pacquiao go from here in your eyes?
Well, like I said, Floyd, he could fight. He says he's got one more fight. He could do the rematch. He could do the rematch if he wants. It doesn't mean much anymore. He could fight Amir Khan. I don't think it means much. It means a lot in England, maybe. He could fight Danny Garcia. I don't think it means much anywhere. I don't know. Like I said, the only challenge for him is move up and win and fight a champion at 160. That way he could do his last fight, close his chapter as a 6th division world champion against somebody like Triple G. That's the only thing he could say he closed it down with doing something that nobody expected him to do, and he could do it.